Welcome back to SpeterTV. How you doing? I've heard at least a few people concerned that the Batman may end up with too many villains, since we know we have the Riddler, Penguin, and Catwoman at least. I've heard this before the trailer, I've heard it after the trailer, and I mean, for one, I want to know how you guys know so much about a movie that isn't even like 70% shot yet. And two, every indication is that it's not three full-fledged villains. More like Riddler and Oswald Cobblepot and Selena Kyle Catburglar. But hearing these concerns again reminded me of just the idea of a movie having too many villains. It's always been a concept at which I bristle. Ooh, fancy. I've been thinking about it off and on for the half of my life since Spider-Man 3. And of course it came up again with The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And now every time a movie comes out with more than one or two villains, you hear, oh man, Spider-Man 3 had, all those villains, that's a problem. It's the children. See, people talk about Spider-Man 3 like the number of villains is what made it bad. If you want to call it that, because I love it, even though it's kind of bad. Is there some deadly number of villains that just makes a movie doomed? No, but unsurprisingly, it's all about how you handle them. Like, I think the story is pretty well known by now how Sony, specifically Avi Arad, pretty much forced Venom into Spider-Man 3 when Sam Raimi had all these Vulture ideas and didn't really care for Venom. And then you get a movie where Venom isn't really cared for. Just kind of thrown in there, and then the symbiote stuff has to go in there too, and it's a lot that comes with that one character. Especially if you don't want to do something with that one character. So you end up with a really messy movie, and then Sony still wanting to force Venom on all of us. And you guys just ate it up. Which is cool, enjoy your spunk. And then we had Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Sony saying to themselves, hey, we had a pretty okay amount of success with our first movie here. Let's just go all in on everything at once. So you end up with a combination of a really questionable interpretation of Electro with a super rushed Green Goblin where it's Harry first and just, man, you saw the movie. Bookended by Rhino, and then with a tease for the Sinister Six. The three portrayals not really feeling like they belonged in the same movie. But honestly, I think it was a pretty good idea to have Rhino as a minor bookend villain in a movie. Because there's a lot of Spider-Man villains you can kind of use for a few minutes. Not Venom, but someone as inherently goofy as Rhino, you could easily have him as a recurring nuisance who doesn't really need a whole lot of motivation. But then they just tried to do way too much, and the key is they didn't do anything too good with the other villains. And again, the whole movie is a tonal roller coaster. You could have had all the same characters and just, kind of written it better. Or something. I mean, there's just too much going on in that movie. You can have a villain and not have their whole storyline in 15 minutes. Or you can have multiple villains who just work well together in the story. Again, some people are concerned with the Batman, with Riddler, Penguin, and Catwoman. When, again, I think Catwoman's just starting out, and I'm pretty sure Penguin is just going to be Oswald Cobblepot. Not sure if he's even going to be more of a presence than Carmine Falcone. But we've already had a pretty well-regarded Batman movie with Penguin, Catwoman, and Max Schreck in Batman Returns. And both of those are, if you even consider Catwoman a villain, because she's whatever she wants to be. And each movie in the Dark Knight trilogy had multiple villains, just done really well for the most part. So again, the sheer number of villains in a movie does not dictate the quality of that movie. It kind of sounds like too simple of a thing to have to make a video about. But, well, your brain loves shortcuts, and 3 villains equals bad is a pretty easy formula for your brain to stick to. But, well, show your work. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, be honest with yourself and with me. Leave a comment, let me know what you think about this idea of villains and too many of them, or not enough of them. Am I a villain in your life? Subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell to let your speeder sense tingle when I upload, and wash your hands or else you'll be the villain here.